we do. Oh my gosh. Create post. Boom. There we go. If no one's using the house phone, can I?
I'm using it.
Okay. I'm live, just so everyone knows. Why are you being difficult? Have you, like, angled weird? So I have that. Hello, welcome in. Oh, we've got... Why do I feel like I'm missing? I didn't do it all quite the way I usually do. So let's... Hey, how are you doing? I am gonna actually get this deck like set up right now. Because half of it is upside down. It's like my week all over the place. I went and got the kids and went to my clients, and then the kids wanted to go to the library, so we did that. But this deck in order. It was. I love going to the library. I didn't let my daughter checked out something, but I didn't let myself check anything out because I already have like a stack of books that I need to be reading. Although there's a TV series, Rizzoli and Isles. I only got to catch some of it. I really like it. And my library has the whole series in DVD form there. So I didn't check it out this time. But after I get a few things on my checklist of around my house stuff, I will check it off. And then I'll probably rent them. Right? I love that. Yes, Vikram, you can ask a question. I do. I have so many books, though. And then my friend just gave me 2 books. They're like, you need to read these. And I was like, I love to read, but I haven't been reading as much. So they're kind of just collecting dust until I get into a reading thing, which will be this summer. I'm like the opposite of normal people. During the summer is when I tend to get most of my reading done. During the winter, I'm like, yay, and I don't read as much. All right, Vikram, what question do you have? I was just getting this deck in order because I had twisted it around while shuffling, and it was all twisted. Okay, let's see what we can do. Vikram would like to know about feelings towards them. See what we can see. These guides. You guys, like, were going good for a while, but then something happened that sent you guys in her head. You guys kind of ended up, it's kind of like the realization there's a rest. So you've got the world, which means it's a really great card, actually. It's on top of the world's your oyster. It's a really, really great card. It's a very positive card telling you anything can happen, everything can happen, like you're at the center of your power. Then you got 6 of Cups, which is again, it's another really good card of love and enjoyment and happiness. But then you had Four of Swords, which is a period of rest and a period of break. It's like traditionally the story behind it was in a traditional deck, it was a soldier laying on top of what would have been where he would have been. They would have put his coffin. He was going off to war, and it was a war that he was so sure he was going to lose, and everyone else was, that he had his, for lack of a better word, we'll go with tomb designed and set up, and that was the I want to say sarcophagus, but I don't think that's the word I'm really looking for. But he had it all ready, but he won, and he came back, and he was so grateful that he won, but he was also tired, and he knew that there would be more battles ahead, but he went in and he slept. And so the card is drawn as him sleeping, still alive, but sleeping on top of it, because he's resting from a battle or from a war. So something happened that definitely caused you guys, it was like a shock is what I'm getting, kind of. It was this blow to both of you, I think. And she's still recovering from that. And whatever that was, it's in a Two of Swords state. She's confused on what to do, but the confusion is in her own head. She will, once she's done recovering from whatever it is that happened, she will make a clear decision. It's just the Two of Swords, as you see, the person's in defense with the swords, but they're also blindfolded. And the blindfold they put on themselves. And so she's got to come to terms somewhere within her. And I will see if I can get any more on that Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. But she definitely is remembering and does care about you. And you guys definitely had something good. It's just whatever happened really sent her for... It shocked her. Whatever it was that happened, it was like very unexpected, and I think she didn't realize that she could feel that way. And sometimes it could be a good thing. Like, for some people, when they love somebody, Ace of Cups, I think she'll come towards you and want to start. And when I'm saying something happened, you've got to keep in mind that even if it might not have even necessarily been bad, for some people, if they fall so hard for someone and they realize, like, oh my gosh, I really, really love this person, that will send them into shock as well. Let alone if something... Ace of Cups Lovers, which is choice card again. Yeah. She's got to decide what actions to take. But I definitely think she definitely cares about you. Again, Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. In this card, it's a person in the nest resting, if you see. They're resting. And you can kind of look, they're bruised and sore and dirty from the battle, but they're resting. So whatever it is, she is recuperating. And then Seven of Swords is being in defense and going to battle and trying to be smart with it. So I am not sure what happened. But whatever it is, she's still recovering from. And once she recovers, I think you're going to hear from her again. But she does care about you, which is what you were asking, is how she feels. So she does care about you, Vikram. There is definitely emotions and caring there. Just whatever it is that happened, they're definitely in some deep recovery from it. It shocked them completely. I hope that that helps. Is this making sense, Vikram? Hopefully. And then we got... I don't know for sure when she'll unblock you. That, and it'll be when she decides. She hasn't decided if she's going when. That is an undecided because she's still in recovery. Four of Swords came out twice, so she's still trying to regroup and get her bearings. So, and until she makes that decision, I'm not going to get a definitive answer because it's not out there for us to figure out yet because free will exists. And so until she's recovered, she can't make the choice to unblock you until she's recovered. Okay. I really hope that helps. Sorry it wasn't more informative, but yes, she definitely does care about you. Ace of Cups came out also, so I think she will. She has to recover. Whatever happened, she is definitely still in shock over. And so, thank you so much, Dark Fairy. You are amazing. So, shooting is next. Thinking about me. Okay, I can see what... You're welcome, Vikram. Thank you very much for being here. Shooting, you were asking... Virgo, thinking about you today and current intentions. All right. We will go for ease. Actions towards you. His feelings. No, we're doing this deck. All right. Thank you all for being here. Please remember to like and subscribe. And Dark Fairy has little emojis that you can add if you'd like to be added to the list. But there is a list. Unless you donate, then you get to jump the free list. But I am going to do the best I can to get to people. But if you bombard the comment section, you get blocked. That's just how it works. If you can't keep in order. Because what it is you're not respecting the other person who's getting their readings. And you're not respecting me. And if you're not able to respect us, then we can't give you the same. If you can't show respect, you don't end up getting it. Because the readings won't come out right if we aren't respecting each other. So please be respectful. Thank you all very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm not trying to be mean with the respectful concept. It's just it makes everything go easier and helps everybody get help. Plus, you like being respected, right? Don't we all prefer to feel that way? All right. I was doing shooting, and you want to know Virgo's intentions towards you. Sorry for my rant, shooting. Angels, guardians, guides. Please get a message for shooting in regards to the Virgo that they are thinking on right now. Would like to know this Virgo's thoughts and intentions with them, please, and thank you. May I please get some clear messages for them. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. They definitely feel like wow, that was a lot. I'm not taking all of those at once. He definitely feels like they have a plan that they already have in motion, and they're positive they're going to have victory with that plan. They are positive they are going to get what they want, and it's already in the process. Like, they are already... Knight of Pentacles, they are not, and, okay. He definitely likes you. However, you need to know, and it's what's beautiful too, is these are all pentacles, which pentacles happen to be an earth. Like if you go in my other deck, I have a couple decks that instead of using pentacles, it uses the elements, and the pentacles are the earth element. And Virgo is an earth sign. So that is really cool. Now, the thing I need to state with this is I am guessing you don't see or recognize the plan or the actions, and you might be like, the Virgo likes me, Virgo doesn't like me, what exactly is going on? You're kind of in confusion, but it's because uh, their emotions come across differently. They show their emotions in a different manner. They are not like cups are emotional, which what's really funny is the next cards out was Six of Wands, meaning they want to overcome, they want to see victory. See how this is like the chaos and the battles down here, but the butterfly is is flying away from it. They want to leave all that behind. But then Four of Cups came out, which is such a Virgo thing to come out. And in this sense, in this deck, not always the best description for Four of Cups, but definitely with this deck, you see the mouse is laying on top of the cups, and cups are the emotions. They are the cards that deal with emotions. They are the water, the water element. They're the element of emotions and things like that. And the mouse is covering them up. Like, nope, you can't see. I'm going to be very conservative. I'm going to keep these to myself. I'm frugal with my emotions. And that is a very earth sign to be. Be very clear with that. He definitely likes you and is definitely has a plan and he is sure he'll have victory with you. It's just with an earth sign, with a Virgo, and with all these pentacles, most likely it comes across as like, let me take care of that bill for you, or let me take care of this thing over here for you. Let me do these things for you. Very much in the, not just materialistic as in let me give you presents and all of that, although that could be a thing too. But it's very much in the physical realm of helping you with the things and the problems that come around is a very typical thing for a Virgo to do to show their emotions. And for someone who has a lot of these pentacles coming out and someone who they're hiding their emotions, they're not like being all romantic and telling you how madly in love with you they are, but instead they're trying to show you in other ways because that's where they're more comfortable. But yes, he likes you, and his next intentions are definitely he's trying to win you over is what I'm getting, or I should say I'm not. Yeah, it's just they're definitely, I'm guessing there's a lot of like if you talk to them and you complain about something, they instantly give you a solution, or they try to give you a solution. And if they can't give you the solution, you hear in their voice the disappointment. And that disappointment isn't actually um they're not disappointed in you, they're disappointed in themselves in that moment actually. Anything else? Anything else? But it's Queen of Wands. Yeah, they some passion coming your way. They want that. It's just it's so hard when Five of Wands. They want the conflicts to end. There's been some ego battles, some pride things, some issues with that. but they want those to end, and they want to see, and he knows that this is an issue, but he definitely likes you and is planning to come towards you. Virgo definitely does. And in Virgo's mind, they've got a solid plan to win you over. I will tell you that much. Don't know if it'll really work because I don't know exactly what it is. And you have free will to decide. But you could also, one, recognize the way that he shows it and the way things are, but tell him what you need too, and talk to him about your needs as well, because sometimes they don't even realize that we don't notice that that's them their way of showing their affection towards us. We're not noticing it, but they're like, in their head, they are pouring out their heart, but really it comes across as something different for us. You're very, very welcome, Shooting. I'm glad that it did, and I hope that that helps. Thank you so much for being here. Ritu. All right, what are Audi Pisces' current feelings towards you? All right, let's move forward. Thank you so much, Dark Fairy, for helping me stay. Ooh, I'm not doing this deck. There's way... I have to, like, do something with some of those cards. All right. Ritu, what are Audi, who's a Pisces, current feelings towards you? Ritu would like to know Audi's current Pisces. They're thinking of current feelings, please. And thank you. Four of Pentacles. Putting in effort, but feeling kind of stuck. This is way too many cards at once. Switching decks. I'm guessing they're feeling kind of like it was at a stalemate. Like you guys were working together, but it wasn't necessarily going anywhere. So that's why the pause is coming, the break. But let's see, what other messages do we have for Ritu in regards to Audi? This one wanted to come out. It didn't, though. That was... Ooh. Passion. Page of Pentacles. Was there a possibility of somebody else also? Like, maybe they thought there might be something or someone else. Ooh, but they want to fight for you. If that is the case, this Pisces wants you. And they are concerned. They might be coming in sort of soon to let you... Yeah. And then what was this? They're stuck in their head about it. I don't know what happened, but I think for some reason they thought that there was some competition, and they thought, like, whatever... You guys, like, missed the mark, didn't you? Like, you guys were kind of working together, but never quite... You hadn't quite come together. Like, you guys hadn't quite made a full commitment yet. And then... something happened where they thought there might be the possibility of someone else. And I think it's that they thought that you might have another option, or that you might think that there might be someone better out there. But they want to come in. 9 of Wands, they definitely are ready for a battle with you. 8 of Wands was at the split. And then 2 of Cups was at this part of the split. That's what, yeah. I think something's coming in. Something's definitely coming in. I think they thought that you may have had intentions elsewhere, but something's coming in. Because you've got a King of Wands, which is passion and all of this. And then there's a Page of Pentacles, which is, you'd rather the King of Wands, to be clear. But the Page of Pentacles was there. And it gives me this feel that they thought that there was competition that you might have preferred. But I think they're getting ready to step up and make a say about it. And be like, hey, this is what I want. So you definitely have an offer coming in. And because we were asking about Pisces, I'm inclined to believe that it is Pisces. Ooh, the top of this one was Queen of Wands to go with that King of Wands. But yeah, there was no, it got stuck. And it was like it wasn't going anywhere. Well, maybe he'll change, or maybe, let me see something really fast. Thing coming in. Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Death, which is also literally, this card says Death, Rebirth, and then Queen of Pentacles. Okay. If it is Pisces that comes in, they've changed and have learned from things and want something serious. Now, the other thing with this, though, is there might be another offer, but if it is another offer, you have to make sure that you have learned from the lessons and are going to go forward, and that you know where you are for something different. Because I'm getting, like, I hate when I get double messages when I'm trying to read specifically for one person, because then sometimes I wonder if maybe I'm getting someone else's messages with it too. Anyways, I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. Both messages. Let me know if they resonate or if they're off. So I was trying to figure out if who's coming in is in fact Pisces, because you have a strong partner coming in. There is definitely something good coming in. And what I got with it is Five of Swords, someone in their head, someone having been in battles and just exhausted from battles. However, they have Six of Swords, which is going forward in their life, leaving the pain and hurt behind, but the knowledge with them. So they have taken the time to heal from these problems. They've healed, and they want to go forward using the knowledge that they have learned in those lessons and everything. Death and Rebirth is an ending of the cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So they want to start a new cycle fresh with the knowledge from the lessons and start forward. And Queen of Pentacles, they want it to be beautiful and amazing. And they want to be in a place of power and of being able to manifest and make their life what it is they want to make it. And so that's both either a Pisces coming in as an entirely different representation of them, still them who they are, but an entirely different version that is in fact ready to be serious and have a serious life, or you're going to get a new offer with this Death and Rebirth. This cycle with Pisces is done, and you're going to get a new offer, but you need to make sure that you've learned your lessons from it. Because even when, okay, how do I say this without sounding horrible? Because I know my wording isn't great. I'm sorry. But even when people, like, in relationships where things get ugly and bad, both parties have some sense of responsibility. And I come out of a really, really bad relationship. I am stating myself. And some of that, sometimes what it is either We didn't hold our boundaries strong. We didn't represent. We didn't take care of ourselves. That can sometimes be the problem. But you have to go forward with the lessons that you've learned from that in order to make the next relationship work well. Which is good advice, even if it is with Pisces as well, that you're going to have to go forward to make those work well, to make it work well there. But that's what I'm getting from these. I'm really hoping that helps. Hey, Heather! Thank you for coming. Sorry if it wasn't. And I am in no way trying to make you take responsibility for other people's actions. I'm just saying that you have to take responsibility for your own. I hope that that doesn't come across too harsh or mean or in a negative concept. Sorry if it does. That's not how I'm meaning it. I'm just saying hopefully you have been able to heal and have your lessons so you can start fresh. Oh, are you letting me use this? Yay! How do I get the... No. Now I'm on somebody else's. Hopefully there, now the comments have come. Yay! You're very welcome, Ritu. I hope that that was helpful. Thank you. Huh? I'm good, baby girl. Okay. Sorry, there will be miniature interruptions. My children are home, so my lives also include watching them. So now we are on Robert. Thank you guys very, very much. Thank you, Ritu. I greatly appreciate it. All right, if I can use that one for now, then I can move this up so they can see more of their reading, which is usually helpful for them. And then I can look at this. Yay! All right, Robert, if you are still here, sorry for the motion sickness of the camera moving. I got the other device for a little bit so I can have more of the cards showing. All right. Are you going to hit the lottery? I can look into that for you. I can tell you that most likely the message the card I get isn't going to have anything to do with the library, but I can ask what the likelihood of you hitting the lottery will be. Yeah, the odds are you're going to get something that you... Let's see. All right. Angels, guardians, guides. Robert Hernandez would like to know if they're going to hit the lottery. What messages do you have for Robert Hernandez? One, two, three, four, five. Of course I got 5. Robert, you got star, which is wishes and things, but in this deck, it is most commonly known as have faith that healing is in the forecast, meaning you've got stuff you got to deal with and heal. You're exhausted. You've been working, but why 10 of Wands? Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? There might be an easier way to do what you're already trying to do. And also, 10 of Wands is a representation of the end of harvest. You're finally getting to, you're exhausted and you're dead tired and everything, but you're walking into the ability to start actually enjoying your rewards. Temperance. Let go of self-imposed limitations. You're holding yourself back. As to what you're holding yourself back from, I could not tell you exactly, but you're holding yourself back. You are not letting yourself be your best self. Either you are being irresponsible when you know you shouldn't be, or you're being almost overly responsible. You're being too embracing too much of that scenario. You have to embrace both your light and your dark. You have to balance yourself. You can't let others run over you, but you also cannot run over other people. You have to stay in balance. Four of Cups. Try not to be so picky, okay? You're holding on to things and you're being very peculiar. You're not actually letting anyone in, to be honest. You're again putting your own limitations on yourself, and you're waiting for this perfect thing and this perfect scenario. When this perfect thing happens, that's when I will be happy, instead of letting yourself finding joy in the immediate moment, instead of finding and being grateful for what already is there. You are like, I can't relax until everything is done. I can't be happy until all of this is this. I can't settle down. I can't do this. I can't. You're taking for granted what you already have, and you're not letting yourself be happy with some of the other things. Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. Let yourself be curious. Let yourself find the enjoyment in life. Let yourself have fun. Let yourself relax a little bit. And in doing that, you will find what it is you actually need. In following your curiosities just a little bit, and in letting yourself relax a little, you'll find what you actually need, and that will help you to feel better. That's the message I got for you, Robert. I realize it doesn't answer your if you're going to win the lottery, and odds are no. But if you take the advice, you might find yourself a little bit happier. Thank you guys for being here. And hoping that that helps a little for you. Who is the spirit? Spirit is, well, all of us have our own guides, and it's the universe. It is the advice that comes. Flo, it is your turn. Thank you, guys. Decide. Exactly. It's not one specific one. Spirit just have jokes and we'll mess with you. Yes. What was Jay? All right. Flo. Is Billy feeling towards me? All right. Sorry, I was reading back on some of the comments. Sometimes I like to see what all is being said. When I'm doing the readings, I don't read the comments very much unless I need the feedback from who I'm reading, and then I'll look for the answers. But I don't, because because I'm focusing on the messages I'm getting, and so you can't really interrupt that. It's not fair. All right. So Flo, Billy's feeling towards you. All right. Angels, guardians, guides. What is Flo would like to know what Billy's feelings are towards her. Flo would like to know what Billy's feelings are towards her. Flo would like to know Billy's feelings are towards her. To know what Billy's feelings are towards her. Three of Air, sorrow, forgiveness, healing. Nine of Air. Ooh. Charismatic, innovative. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Six of Water turned over. None of these turned, right? Sorry, that was me towards my cards in my hands because my deck is flying everywhere. Okay. I do not know what happened, but whatever happened was ugly and negative and bad. He's definitely in his head about it. I'm inclined to believe that he did something that needs some forgiveness of some kind, and he's not sure that he's going to get that. And he actually feels as though he shouldn't get it. So that's why you're not hearing from it. He's not seeking the forgiveness at this moment because he doesn't feel he is deserving of the forgiveness. King of Fire, inspirational, charismatic, and innovative. Which makes me think that he is a very charismatic person, which probably makes him come off as someone who doesn't even really realize that he has caused pain. But he is aware that he has, and he is nostalgic. He is thinking back on things and does. Here's what I want to say, though, before I finish this sentence. While I am saying he's thinking back on things and does remember the good times with you and does know he caused you pain and that he feels bad about it, I am not seeing a change in that. This is not telling me, oh, he feels bad and he's going to change. This is not saying he's coming forward. It's just saying he knows that he did it. It's even looking like he knows he did it. He knows he doesn't deserve forgiveness, so therefore he's not going to seek forgiveness. And I do not recommend you go trying to get him to seek forgiveness. Oh, well, hold on. Spirit's like, what did you say? Let's show you this one. Yeah. Okay. Don't go asking him to ask for forgiveness. Don't go pursuing him. But perhaps if he comes around or talks, or if you have the opportunity in passing, you could let him know that you would be willing to. However, only do that if he truly, I wish he'd be. Yeah, see, this isn't looking like he's going to change. But then the next set of cards that I got is this. And in this is you getting happiness. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is with him. It just means that you have a good love option coming in. And that you have a compassion and a kindness and this awesome strength that is going to help you get to Nine of Cups and help you to be in this really awesome, happy place. But I don't think it's him specifically. But if he comes to you and asks you for forgiveness, trust your gut first, because your own intuition is 100 times better than anything I'm going to pull on cards. Because your intuition in those moments and when dealing with those person is your direct line to the same spirit concept that I am getting messages from. And it is your direct line for in those moments. We all have intuition. Just we haven't all been able to trust it ourselves or to use it or to know how to. But you, in moments of importance, it almost always screams at us. And so trust your own intuition on if you believe him, if he's coming forward and asking for forgiveness. But I would not go to him, because he knows what he's done and it is keeping him up at night. But I'm not sure he's going to change. He is thinking on it. But you have this. This was you. This was what you have coming in your future. I can't promise that it's with him, but you have Two of Cups, which is a happy relationship. Yes, it takes work and yes, it takes effort, but it is a great thing. And then you're already strong. And this relationship that's coming in for you is going to embrace your strengths. It's not going to require you to be strong, but it is going to recognize the strengths you already have and embrace it and help you enjoy life with that. It's not going to ask you to dim yourself or any of that. It's going to recognize that you are already strong and you're going to be incredibly happy. I would recommend taking some time to evaluate and think on why you really want someone who has hurt you so much. And I'm not telling you that to be negative. I'm saying sometimes if we set aside this wrapped image that we want the person to be and we really think about it, we will realize what it is they did offer. Because obviously he offers something that you do like. And if you can look at that and then start to go, okay, but why am I willing for my boundaries to be hurt so much? Why do I? And if you can work on those parts, it'll help you with these. All right. Let me see. I realizing there was bunches of these. I'm just daydreaming. Nah, I wouldn't try to change anyone. You know what, Flo? I am going to ask one more card. I'm going to do one more draw for you here. I'm going to see if I can get messages on how to help you heal. Like, what should you focus on for healing right now? Does that sound okay? I know it's not what you were asking out of the cards, but I think that that might help you a little bit better than just this one, than what you were asking. Now I feel like I'm telling people what they should ask. That's nice. Gotta love me. All right. I am going to ask. Yes, one day at a time and one thought. All right. Let's see. Angels, guardians, guides. What messages do we have for Flo that can help her to heal? What messages do you have for Flo to help her in her healing journey? What messages do we have for Flo? Almost. Okay, yes. Sorrow, forgiveness, healing. Okay. You need to forgive yourself. And that goes along the same path. And I think, oh, I love it. Okay. This is gorgeous right now. So, this goes, okay. All right. Getting all the things. All right. 3 of air, the sorrow, forgiveness, and healing. 3 of air, which is also 3 of swords. This is the pain you're in. And you need, and like I was saying, ask yourself why you like this person and why you're okay with that. This is saying to go a step further. After you've asked yourself why, forgive yourself for that. Now that you know why, and you are going to take and allow yourself, forgive yourself for that, forgive yourself, and allow yourself to go, okay, when I see these signs again, I'm not going to let myself go that way. I'm going to recognize that I was confused by this. I was confused with the charisma. I was wrapped up in the moments that we spent that were really good, but I see where those were shadows. They were like the smoke screen covering up the other things. And I'm going to recognize that both are true. That yes, we had these good moments, but we also had these bad moments. And I I can be sad for the good moments being over. I can accept that the bad moments hurt, and it's okay that I enjoyed both, and I'm not mad at myself for letting it happen. It's okay. I let it. I see how and why, and I'm going to go forward now. Let yourself feel the pain, but also let yourself forgive yourself for it. Allow yourself to be okay with the fact that it happened. And I am stuck on it because I know how hard that is. It's really hard for us to let that go. It's really hard for us to forgive ourselves. In fact, we are more apt to forgive the person who hurt us than we are to forgive ourselves. But it's time for you to go ahead and forgive yourself and let yourself heal. Your very card out was Magician, which is manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. It's saying that once you do forgive yourself and you let yourself heal, you're going to be in the best position you can be to start over on all the things, because you will already know what you want in a relationship, what you don't want in a relationship. Hello, I am so sorry. For whatever reason, my thing cut on me, and now you're staring at my ceiling. Okay, I don't even know when it cut, but it did. I'm back. I'm not sure where it cut off, but your next card flow was Magician, which means that um, once you've allowed yourself to heal, you'll go forward with the knowledge that you are learning. Okay. You'll go forward. You'll already be prepared. You're already ready, and you'll be able to call in the type of love that you want. You'll be able to be. You're in such a great place. You just need to forgive yourself so you can heal better. Transformation, realization, life change, liberation, which is what you're in the middle of. That tower moment and that realization is bringing forward. Knight of Air, intellectual, determined, and motivated. Page of Water, sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive, and childlike wonder, finding the magic in life. And then Three of Water, celebration, community, and friendship. This is saying it's kind of time for you to let yourself heal. You've got the power, and you already have so much knowledge that you've learned from these things. And you're going to be able to you're going to move forward, and remember to be motivated and think clearly, and trust your emotions, but use your brain too. Like, trust your instincts and use your intellect when making emotional decisions as well. Remember, there's always a balance. Find the childlike wonder. See how there's this fish in the cup, and then she's got this shiny necklace. She's enjoying life and finding the mystery and the magic and that wonder and awe in all the things. That's what the Page of Water asks you to remember to do, because that's a way to be happier in life. And then celebration, community, and friendship. It's saying let yourself be happy. Let yourself celebrate simply being alive. You have made it this far in your life, and that is worth celebrating. So let yourself heal. Recognize the sorrow, but give yourself forgiveness for the things that have happened, and let yourself move forward. And remember to find the magic in life. Remember to find the happy wonder in things, and give yourself permission to celebrate. Give yourself permission to enjoy life. So that's what I'm getting for you. And yes, definitely ask yourself why you feel stupid. Sit with those feelings and let yourself get to know you very, very well, because that's how you get that inner work done. Thank you guys for helping the people also in the comment section. I love when you guys build a great community of support. Thank you very, very much for that. Jay, it is your turn. I wish you so much luck. flow and come back and let us know. I can tell you the future is a tricky one to tell you. I can tell you what messages that I can ask for messages for you in regards to it, but absolutely every human being and animal, by the way, we all have free will. And so the future is not set in stone because every person gets to make decisions that affect it. So I will ask for messages for you, okay? And actually, I think this is the deck I want. If I, just letting everyone who knows, who's in here, who hasn't watched me before, if I take a minute to think or I look like, it's because I want to make sure that I am using the right deck for the question, that I am paying attention to the energies at hand, because I want to try to get the best messages for you. And I have noticed that sometimes I get so into what I'm doing, I don't always take the second to check in, and especially when I'm switching in between readings, I have to take that second to check in to make sure that I'm going to get a clear message for the next person. Yes, but let's see. Okay. Angels, guardians, guides. What messages do you have for Jay? Man, what messages do you have for Jay? Why do I feel like crying all of a sudden? Ay, ay, ay. We've got High Priestess, intuition, wisdom, and patience. Two of Fire, planning, partnering, progress. That is a lot of card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's only 5. It just feels like it's a lot. Ace of Earth, Ace of Air, Moon, 8 of Air, 10 of Earth. I like how I think moving that's gonna help. Ooh, I realize that you're here and I'm not. I've lost my comment section. It's fine. Doesn't matter. As long as I am still actually live, we're good. Ooh. So you're at an interesting stage in life at the moment. You've got some really good cards, but the energy just seems really heavy, which is weird. So we've got High Priestess, which is intuition, wisdom, and patience. It means you need to trust your intuition. You're also working on gaining wisdom. I'm guessing your patience is kind of hard for you, and it's asking you to remember to be patient in life. That things are not, it's hard. Patience is hard, and it's something you've got to be working on. Also, you actually have a really good intuition, and you need to trust it a little bit more. Maybe you're questioning it at times. I'm not positive, but you need to be trusting it a bit more. We've got Two of Fire, which is planning, partnering, and progress. You're making progress. I think you're not making progress as fast as you would like, perhaps, and that's part of this patience part that's coming up, but you are making progress. Whatever plans you're making, even if the plans are still kind of just in your head, they are some good plans for you. You have Ace of Earth and Ace of Air. I love because Ace of Earth is an abundance, it's an opportunity, it's resources, it's having these, it's like the beginning of a work opportunity or that idea that that spark, and it's the foundation of it. It's that it's just starting, but it's there. And then the Ace of Air is inspiration and communication and adjustments. And it's like, okay, so these cards are so similar with subtle differences. This one represents what's already here. This is like it's here and you're starting it, you're working on it. It's like that new job or that new company that you're just starting to open or that new path. And this is the idea for that you want to do and you want to work on, that you're just getting that idea. So the fact that you have both is beautiful because it's either two separate ones that you're working on, or it's that you already have the idea and the way that you're working on it. You just need to make some adjustments and some time, take some time to work through it. And then the moon, which is your intuition, it can also be some secrets or some things behind the scenes that you haven't personally experienced like some things. It's either very often a lot of readers look at it and they just go, oh, that's secrets, they're secrets and lies. And yes, it can mean that, but it also means your own intuition is telling you about them, and there are things going on behind the scenes, but you know they are, and you don't always have to know what it is. You just need to trust your intuition with that. Eight of Air is self-doubt, confusion, and again, free will. It's, if you notice, so she's imprisoned by these swords, but she's not tied down. She could move the sword and walk away, or she could turn around and walk into the sunset if she wanted. It's a stuck that she has to be able to pull herself out of. Ten of Earth is prosperity, security, and traditions. It's the Ten of Pentacles. It's coming to your happiness. This is really beautiful. The only thing I can say is like I have said, the energy I'm picking up, like I started to want to cry and I still have tears in my eyes. So the energy is very heavy, but you've got a lot to work with. It's just that you have to keep pushing through with it and trust your intuition. I'm going to look at comments if I can get them to come back up. And then, oh, we have a donation. Cool. I will look and I will get to that. Thank you. So, I've been struggling deeply with anxiety and depression for 5 years now. I do question it. Yes. Okay. With this, Jay, I am not saying that your depression and anxiety is only in your head. That is not what I'm trying to say. And I am actually really proud of the fact that you are pushing through, because all of this says that you are on a good path for you. You just have to keep going and keep working with it. Your self-doubt and that confusion is hard, and we don't get to make it go away. Anxiety and depression, unfortunately, we can't just poof it away. I wish I could do that for you, but you are headed down a great path right now, and you have some great ideas you are working with, and just keep going. And I am sorry for the... Yeah, you're doing great. You are on a good path, and I sounds weird when I say I feel your struggle. One, personally, I understand how anxiety and depression is, but I do, yes, it is hard, but you are doing very well. try to trust your intuition just a little bit more if you can. I know it's hard to do, especially when anxiety and depression makes it questionable. But a bit of advice I can say is your intuition is it's not your thoughts and your double question. If what you're feeling is making you scared, that's not intuition. Intuition is just kind of this knowing. It's that kind of like, I'm going to use an explanation that I can't guarantee everyone can relate to. But it's like when you're going somewhere and you just out of the blue decide, you know what, I think I'm going to go to this store today. And you go there and what you wanted was on sale at that store, even though that isn't necessarily the one you usually go to. It's those odd type of experiences that sometimes you just get this like, well, I know I need to do this. I can't exactly guarantee why I know it, but I'm just going to do it this way. And a little thing happens. It's kind of just this little knowing. It's a lot quieter than your anxiety and your depression is, though. But if you could lean into that a little bit more, it will definitely help you. I am picking that up. But, okay. I am going to move on. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you for coming in. That was really awesome. I hope to see you again and to get to read again. And I wish you a little bit of peace. A little bit of peace from your own anxiety and depression, because it is a very hard thing to deal with. You're very, very welcome. I saw you post your question, Hannah. I'm going to do that one right now. I thank you. And you have a great rest of your day as well. All right. There's 2 donations. Okay. Hannah, I will look up on your question. Sorry. And I try to give everyone as detailed as I can. What's coming towards you in love? Perfect. Hannah, let me look at that right now. Because I throw things. And, okay. I am going to look at that right now. This one. This is what I want. Which is not always my love one, but this is the one I want right now. Hannah, how are you doing today? Make sure I'm connecting to the right thing. Just make sure. I like that your handle is Hannah Me. Just Guardians. Just Guardians. Goods. It's okay. I go by their handle. Like, I know Dark Fairy's handle, but, I mean, I know her name, but I use the handle because that's what they want to be not so good. Okay. That's the name they're choosing to go by, and that's what they'd like to be public, so that's what I use. That's why I look at. Would like to know what is coming towards them for love. What is coming towards them for love? Ooh. Okay. Hun, you've got a good match coming here. But what this is you got Queen of Wands. Replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. And King of Wands. Shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. I can't tell you if your next partner is going to be your permanent partner just by these 2, but I can tell you you've got a good match coming in. The thing is you need to let yourself have a little bit more self-confidence in this and put yourself out there a little bit. Seven of Wands. Witches should hold other witches accountable. Seven of Swords. Are your actions really as selfless as you think? I don't know what that's in regards to, hon. I don't feel like that's actually in regards to your question of what's coming in love. I think there's something else that you have some thoughts on that you need to make sure that you're being very, very, you're being honest with yourself and being honest with others, and that you're holding yourself and everyone else equally accountable and allowing grace for them being just as human as you in whatever that situation is. That's with these ones. But that putting yourself out there is shine your inner light. So be honest with who you are. Be honest with yourself and be honest with who you yourself are. And I'm going to keep going this way because I'm going to get further clarification on what it is it's saying. But it's that, and replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. I think there's something let me see here, because I am getting, there's something you're not. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Okay, so you would know what this is. All right, I get it. The message with the Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords, I think you know what it is, and it's not even necessarily, I know I'm sounding mean, but it's actually not. The Seven of Wands, there's something that happened that I think you're holding yourself more accountable than others in that situation. And and I think it's something that maybe wasn't as huge. This sounds horrible to say. It wasn't as huge of a thing, and it's something that could be let go of, but we're not letting go of it. And that's where the Seven of Swords is coming up, where it's that, are your actions really, it's more like, are you kind of holding yourself responsible for someone else's pain when you shouldn't be?
This is my new motto.
Uh-huh.
This is my new motto. Record no more.
Okay. I love it, Stella. Sorry, you guys. Again, kids are home and they will always, and when they interrupt, it doesn't interrupt this. I am fortunately able to keep doing this and that. Yeah. I think there was some incident that happened that you are kind of holding yourself a bit more responsible, but it really wasn't even all on you. And it was a lesson that everyone got to learn. Thank you, Heather. And you've already learned the lessons. You need to go ahead and let the pain part of it be. If you did do something, you learned from it. And I'm not even getting that you necessarily did actually do anything horrible. It's just something fell apart and you blame you way more than hey, it didn't work out right. And so, but it's time that you let yourself go forward. And you have learned your lessons. You just are judging yourself too hard on this. On this last set, you had King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. You have several options coming in. You just need to take a little bit of reflection, and you said you are putting yourself out there, so I'm thinking that aspect of reflection and put yourself out there is kind of like, be honest with yourself and what it is you want, and put yourself out there in an honest manner. If that makes sense, and be very but if you aren't it's that healing that I keep getting, that you need to heal before you're gonna get a positive one. And I feel like this isn't being helpful, and I'm sorry, Hannah. I'm gonna look and see what's being read. Yeah, it's that. I always put myself out there, still don't find anybody. The thing is that I keep getting is that you are not, there's something you need to be honest with yourself about. And I could dig, let's see, I will go one more round in digging to see if I can get a little bit more on what you need to be honest. Hannah, are you still here? And is this making sense? Or would you like me to try a different route on something? Or are you okay if I dig a little bit deeper on how to help you get to this? Is Hannah still here? I'm seeing... Okay, more about your love life. Let me see. I'm going to ask again. I'm going to use this deck and ask about your love life specifically. Hopefully I'll get something other than just you've got to heal. Which, I'm sorry. It looks like it. The thing is if the problem is that you have to heal, you're not going to recognize when someone comes towards you. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. But let me see what I can get for what's coming towards you. Hannah would like to know what's coming towards her in her love life. What is the immediate steps in her love life? What is the immediate steps in her love life? This is the unfortunate part about this, is I don't always get the messages you want. Sometimes I get the messages you need instead, or that Spirit's like, hey, focus on this so then I can bring you this. That happens a lot, and I hate it in my own life. Happens to me, and I'm like, that's not what I wanted to know. I didn't want to know what you've told me 10,000 times. I already know that I need to heal it. I don't want to, though. All right. What is coming to Hannah in love? Ooh, okay. Yes. You have, actually, you're about to have 7 of Cups, a multitude of options, almost an overwhelming amount of options that you aren't going to necessarily be able to pick right off the bat. Exactly. Don't want a relationship so bad that you're going to suffer in the wrong one. But you're going to have options coming in. There's a Knight of Pentacles. There is, again, this 5 of Swords, but I know where that comes in. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, yay. Okay. So, Hannah, you have options coming in. And when they start, what you have to do, though, is be honest with yourself over which option you want. A Knight of Pentacles is a good option, actually. They are grounded. It could be an earth sign, maybe, but I'm not. That doesn't always mean it just because it is that. But they're grounded. They're able to provide And the thing with it is they don't always openly show emotions right off the bat. The emotions are sometimes a second nature. They're second to their first nature. Their first nature is very much caring in practical things, be it with money or fixing something. They're a very practical type person. Here's the thing. You and this person will have had a past, obviously, and it's going to be one where you both have been hurt. You've been hurt, they've been hurt, and you're both going to have to be able to move forward with that. You're going to have to be able to, but you'll be able to help heal each other, is the thing. You're going to be able to help them heal, and they're going to help you heal, which is very beautiful. It's just sometimes hard to do because in order to heal, you have to hurt. And you're going to get that. And then you've got 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, which is very, very beautiful, happy, and well. So with this, the only thing in this is you're going to have to heal, and you're going to have to start your healing journey in order for that to work. And you'll have to be able to, because if you just wait for this person to come in and you haven't started your healing journey, you're going to have a hard time healing with them, because you're going to, every fresh hurt is going, you're going to think is coming from them, not just from your past. So the downside, this is both a beautiful and a dangerous card to have in a relationship, only because it's beautiful when you guys can work together to heal. But if you guys don't work together, it can be an end thing. But yes, you have someone coming in and it's going to be great. It can be. It has the potential to be great. It's just you have to start healing too. Hold on, please. What? You'll get it back. Just play for a little while. You'll get it back. Thank you. Oh, but I'm sorry, Heather, because I know that this is actually more frustrating for you. Hi, Ashwini. How are you? But yes, someone's coming in. But again, you've got to focus on you as well. Yeah, you're stuck in 9 of Swords. You are... I wish very much, Hannah, that I could... Oh, well, if you start taking... And the thing is going to be... Here's what I'm getting. Is that it's going to be a lot easier than you feel like it is right now. It's just that you need to go ahead and... You've already cried, but go ahead and let that pain be. Don't keep replaying all of the incidences in your head. Let it be. Let it be. All right, Hannah. I am so... I know that doesn't... It wasn't exactly what you wanted to hear, and I am very sorry. And it's okay to cry, and it's even okay to cry at the message that I just gave you and be upset that it doesn't feel right. And I am very, very sorry. You are a very beautiful person, and you just... You're stuck in whatever that situation in your head and that pain, and you've got to let it heal. And I don't want to use the word let it go, because that's not... That sounds so easy, and it's not easy. but you've got to stop replaying it over and over. You've got to maybe sit down when you're crying the next time. Sit down, and while you're crying, just like envision it, the tears being the pain leaving your body, and the tears flushing it, and then when you're done and you start to calm down from that crying and you're taking deep breaths, tell yourself that your deep breaths is some healing energy, and it's a hug. It's the universe, it's me, it's all of us here sending you hugs, and that it's okay to go forward and take your deep breaths with it and go forward, and that it's okay to move forward and to let it go. And then every time that you cry, try doing that as best as you can, and hopefully it will help some. And I am sending you so many hugs. Thank you, Heather, for reminding me to trust in knowing that was the right message. I feel bad because I know it's not the one she wanted, and I can feel the disappointment. I understand that disappointment in it. But I'm sending you so many hugs, Hannah. Jay, Zazu. Didn't we just do, is this another Jay, or is Jay going again? Zazu, Lopa, Mudra, Heather, Princess. Awesome. Go and do exercise. Exercise is a great thing too. After crying, to be honest, exercise is great with your, it'll also give you some dopamines, which will help your brain to be happier in general. So that is some very good ones. It's okay, Dark Fairy. I was just double checking. You don't have to apologize. You are way more on top than I am. But yes, no, thank you. I was just asking. Yeah, I understand. I really, really do understand. And it is very hard, and letting it go through. But yes, do some exercise. But when you cry, envision your tears washing that pain. And when you're thinking about it really hard, and if you're able, when it is wrapping in your brain, if you're able to go do some exercises during that and just let it go as much as you can, focus on that run or focus on something beautiful, and tell yourself, yes, this happened, it sucks, but now it's time for me to go forward. I've learned what I can, and it's time for me to go forward. Okay, so we are on Zazu. What is Scorpio's current feeling towards me and next action? Okay, I'm going to do Zazu. Was there another donation? Because I know Hannah said, and I thought you said there were two, and I think I only did one, but I don't know. I'm following Dark Fairy. She knows more than I do. Especially with the comments here. Okay. What is Scorpio's current feeling towards me and next action? All right. By the way, Zazu, I don't know if that really is your name, and if it is, I apologize for the fact that it makes me think of Zazu from the movie Lion King, but he was one of my favorite characters in that movie. I didn't really like the movie itself, but I loved the character. So, thank you for that. Okay, thank you very much, Dark Fairy. I was just double checking. Awesome. Yes, we are doing Zazu right now. Scorpio's current feeling towards you. Get a drink really fast. Man, I'm picking up very heavy energies today, but it's all good. I am glad. And Hannah, if you're still here, I hope that it helps, and thank you very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. It is from the awesome. Good. I'm glad, because I'd hate to think that like I was doing that and you're like, yeah, that's my name. Thanks for bringing it up yet again. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one. All right. Zazu was asking, it was a Scorpio, right? Let me double check. Scorpio current feelings. Zazu would like to know what a Scorpio's current feelings, actions towards them. Zazu. All right. We've got 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Chariot at split. Ooh. 6 of Pentacles at the other split. Okay. So we've got 8 of Pentacles, which is about putting in the work and knowing that you have to put in the work. Yes, usually at 8 of Pentacles, you are starting to kind of see some things come out in some rewards, but it's realizing that no one is going to do it for you. In this deck, as you see, it's the ballerina, and she's stretching, and she's doing the stretches and the preparedness. And this seems like the basic things that you don't really, when you're watching about a ballet performance, you don't think of the fact that all of those ballerinas that are up there, they still do the very basic warm-ups and the very basic practices of their PAs regularly, on top of practicing the choreography for the performance that you're watching. They also have to continue to do this work too, in order to be able to accurately and correctly do the performance that you're seeing. And that's what it's saying, is recognizing that work has to be done. 6 of Swords, which is actually a very beautiful card. So many people equate it to just leaving, but it's actually about taking your lessons, leaving the pain part behind, but taking the lessons that you've learned and going forward and making better decisions based off of what you already know from your past, which I really like in regards to what is someone feeling towards you, or what are their actions towards you, because it means that they want to do it differently than they have done other things in the past. They want to use the knowledge they already have, and they don't want to repeat those same types of mistakes. They want to go forward without repeating mistakes, which is beautiful in life, to not keep repeating the same mistakes over and over, which some of us have to do. Hey, I've been there, done that. But once you've learned it, you want to go forward and not keep repeating them. Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning. It's a new beginning of something practical in this time period. It could be work related, like maybe he's a little bit more focused on money now. But because we're asking about his feelings towards you, it's that wanting to put the effort in, knowing the effort's there. He already knows that it's going to take all of this effort, and it's that taking those actions. It's just a very beginning stage, though. So it seems like this is very fresh, flirty, and new, but he's not, he's taking it serious with that fresh and flirty aspect. He is also trying to do it correctly, if that makes sense, because it does have a very new like feeling to it, but it's pretty awesome. And then the Page of Swords is very intellectual and very thoughtful, very book smart, and sometimes can come off a little on the cold side or sharp-tongued. And it's an unpredictable sharp tongue. It's not usually done with the intention of actually hurting. It's kind of usually done with that frankness, like the brutal honesty that you didn't mean for your words to hurt someone, or you might not have even realized that they were going to hurt someone. You just called it like you saw it and you weren't thinking of the effect after. So that might be something to work on. I don't know if that's that you're that way, which isn't bad, but and then at the bottom you had 6 of Pentacles, which generally is gifts and the ability to give gifts, and Chariot was at the other part of the split, which is kind of telling me he might be planning a gift of some kind, like a thought. I don't want to be like, oh, he's going to give you a present, but he's got something in mind that's coming in. Possibly fast movement towards you here, sort of coming in. I'm not going to give a time frame because I'm not the between retrograde and the eclipse that just happened, my time frames are kind of all over the place, and so I don't trust that very well right at this moment with the energy wise, but it looks pretty good here. All right, it's about 12 hours a day. Exactly, they really do. Is also mine. Okay. Ooh, you draw. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going back in comments because I wasn't reading the comments as I was giving the cards. I was focused on these. So let me see. Yeah, ballet does. It's so much effort. That's why I love that they chose ballet for this one, because it's just so much the embodiment of how much of the recognition of the work that goes in. Okay. All right. So did that make sense, Zazu? I do think that he does definitely like you. He realizes there needs to be some work coming in, and it will be, something's coming in. Like he plans something. I just don't know for sure when. And I'm not going to try to do a time frame because the energies are so whack on time frames right now. They're like, huh, you think you know what time is? But yes, so that is, thank you, Heather. Thank you so much for being here. If we're still on when you come back, that would be awesome. It looks like he knows he needs to put the work in now, though, and that he will come forward that way. But it just looks like that's what he's been kind of working on, and that he wants to do it right. With the 6 of Swords, it's wanting to not repeat the same mistakes and moving forward. So that looked really, really good. Okay. And I love that your name, your work name is Zazu. And drawing is such an awesome gift. I do not have that at all. I can't draw. My stick figures are sad. So you're very welcome, Zazu. Thank you for coming. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Let's see. Lopa Mudra. Oh. Patanic. Oh, it's okay. It's your turn right now. I am going on to you. I'm going to you. You're fine. My O was that I realized in mid of trying to say your name that I was going to butcher it horribly, and I don't like when I do that to people. What is K Scorpio feeling for me? Let me see. All right. Hopefully I do not get a deck that gets a card that gets me in trouble. I am going to say this deck keeps screaming at me, so I'm going to use it. I love how I say it's screaming. This is the deck that I'm going to use. if a card comes out and I flip it over so you can't see it, I will tell you what it is. I just had to flip it over because this deck has cards that have nudity that I forget are there and that YouTube gets mad about. I said that it wasn't for kids. It's not, the stream isn't made for kids, but they still get upset. All right. Lopa. Okay, I'm going to go with Lopa. Thank you very much for giving me an alternative because I feel bad when I butcher, and it would be, but Lopa. Lopa would like to know what it was. K Scorpio, right? Yes, Lopa would like to know K Scorpio's current feelings for them. Lopa would like to know K's current feelings. They're stuck. Okay. Oh, I think it's the dairy. All right. Sorry, there's a light breeze and I got a whiff of something. I live close to a dairy. I love the dairy. Just once in a while, it catches me off guard because I forget. Okay, so you got, let me make sure these are all, yay, all the cards that came out are safe. First one out was Hangman, which can be stuck in a need for new perspective. Needing to look at things. It can also just kind of represent a timeout and a, like, in this one, as you see, they're all tied up and they're upside down. They need to get out of that, but they have to figure out how to get out. And it's taking time because a new perspective is needed. They need to calm down and they need to look at some new things. Page of Cups, childlike joy. And we were asking, in fact, what they feel for you. And I kind of get the impression that they think of you as someone who can be happy and bubbly. And within yourself, you have a tendency to find the awe in things, but you also bring that ability to them. The ability to find the magic in the mundane, you can make the everyday life enjoyable. If I'm wrong, let me know. Procrastinating everything. Hey, that can happen. But you bring that, like that, again, there's a fish in the cup and it's happy and it's the childlike and it's that wonder and the bringing the fun to all of those things. Those two came out first, and then we had Ace of Cups, which is an offer, a love offer, an option, a hope. It's it's generally a love offer, an emotional love offer. Seven of Pentacles is, hello everyone. I am so sorry. I don't know why my YouTube keeps kicking me off. Like, I keep looking up and it's like streams itself out. It does this thing where it like kicks me off. So I don't know for sure why. I was saying the last comment I see here is you can be fun and bubbly. And so I'm going to go with, we heard that. And then Ace of Cups was next. Yeah, I know Mercury retrograde can. And that's probably, what's funny is, Lopa, that's what I was thinking, is Mercury retrograde is effing with me in every imaginable way. But I don't always like just blaming it that way but it probably is. And it's big on messing with technical. So Ace of Cups is what I was going with, which Ace of Cups is a love offer coming in, and it's generally an emotional offer of some kind. And I think that is what's coming in. I do believe that he feels that way and he would like to see this. Seven of Pentacles, I wish it was a different card, but it's not a bad card. It just is, it's putting in the work and not yet seeing it. It's kind of, I wish if I had done a different deck, I love my Light Seers deck that I have is a better representation, because in that deck, the 7 pentacles are under the ground and the roots, and the tree's growing, but the roots are bigger, and that's where the pentacles are. So there's some work that is being done behind the scenes that needs to be done. And it's like putting in this effort but not seeing the rewards yet. And it's almost that frustrating point where you're like, you're working and you know that it should be happening, but it isn't happening, and it gets frustrating. But you've just got, there has to be the remembrance that I like the tree representation of it, because those roots have to be strong before the plant gets too big. Otherwise, it will die, because those roots are the base. Those are a priority. They're very important. The leaves are important too. And the part we see is just as important, but they won't do anything if the roots aren't already strong. It's that foundation and that groundwork and the inner work that has to be done. From him, and I get no idea what he feels. And so that's where I think that he's doing this. A lot of this work has to be done in order for things to go forward. Now, this card, I cannot emphasize enough how much I love the 10 of Swords when it comes to swords, because yes, it does mean pain and hurt, but it means the end of that cycle. 10s are ends of cycles. 10s mean we get to start a new cycle. 10s, and so while the person is in pain, they're done. There's no more of it coming. It's coming to an end. So that a painful cycle is coming to an end, and either you or him is working on that, but that is this painful cycle is coming to an end. They're doing that. They're working on it. They realize the problems, and they're going to go forward. They've learned the lessons. The swords are all lessons, because the swords are the airs, and they're the thoughts and the things that we think on. And so they're the lessons, and they've finally actually learned the lessons. They're not just like the 9 of Swords is in your head and trapped and living in that pain, but it isn't completed yet. And the 10 of Swords is completion on that. So while, yes, it is a painful state to be in, it means that you finally learned those. I'm not really getting end of you guys, because he definitely really, really likes you. And I'm feeling like this is an offer that he wants to bring into you. It's just that there's some stuff that he's dealing with that has to be done on his own accord. The one part that I kind of have some question is 5 of Swords. Let me see if I can get a couple things with this. Can I get a little bit more information on this 5 of Swords? Because that's an aspect of like conflict and battle. And I'm not, it feels very out of place. But it could be that he's got his own conflicts that he's got working on. Or maybe there's conflicts between, he's worried there will be conflicts coming forward with you. But let's, okay. Okay. Mercury retrograde is amazing. All right. When I was trying to clarify 5 of Swords, and sorry if what I said under my breath was, it was, yes, a 4-letter word, but I got Hanged Man again. So there's a new perspective that needs to be brought into the situation. He's stuck in trying to find that new perspective. 10 of Cups. He's reminiscing on all the good times. There is happiness. He sees you as happiness. I would think that he's going to come in. I just think that he's working on some things. And there is some Chariot was at the bottom. So that it definitely looks like you guys have an opportunity to reconcile And I actually, from this, it seems like he is working on the things that he knows he needs to work on. So it looks like there is a good chance of reconciliation. He definitely thinks very highly of you. You definitely bring a happiness to him. And I'm getting teary-eyed again. I don't... okay, if you are starting to cry, you need to knock it off. But I just think he's working on himself a little. Last conversation with him, he's working on things to fix on what he is troubling him. That's what this feels like a lot. In front of Heather. Okay, that makes so much sense. Go for it, Dark Fairy. Thank you. I trust you with that list very much. Yeah, I got that because I did. But I think, as of right now, I genuinely think he fully intends to come towards you. It's just he has to work on some stuff on him. And that he is truly actually trying to work on those things. So you guys won't have the same type of conflicts and you won't have conflicts. He's just got to work on some stuff. But that that you are an end goal for him is definitely what I am seeing. Sorry, I said knock it off, but that's because I keep crying for people, but you can definitely cry. I was just, if it was you, but yeah, no, this is really pretty. I really do think that is his next intentions. I am going to turn a light on so we can see better. And so, hopefully that helps. You're very welcome, Lopa. But yes, it definitely looks like he would like to, and he's planning to come towards you, but it's just a matter of letting him. He's working, and it looks like he actually is, not just like saying it or like, oh yeah, I need to be. It really does look like he's actually working on himself. So that looks really, really good. Okay. Let's not put my cards in my cups condensation pile. All right. Princess. If you are still here, okay. Who is coming towards you in love soon? All right, let's see what we can get. Okay, I need to switch. Hold on one second. I need to switch cords really fast and hope that... no, don't be resetting anything. Thank you. All right. Princess, you would like to see who is coming towards you. Okay, Hassan, yes, you're here. I know you're on the list. Yes, you're there. Thank you for being here. I see you, Princess, and I'm doing yours. You just want to see who's coming towards you. Working on it right now. Thank you so much, Dark Fairy. You are amazing at keeping track. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Ashwini, for being here. Thank you all for being here. Certified Princess. I love that. Would like to know what's coming towards her in love. What is coming towards in love? I'm going with her because you went with Certified Princess. And Three of Pentacles. Teamwork. Okay. Huh. Gorgeous. How will they recognize this? How will they recognize this? what I've got right now, and I'm going to tell you this and then I'm going to ask how you can recognize it to see if I can get some better clarification. You got Three of Pentacles, which is about teamwork and working together. And because we're asking who's coming towards you, my assumption would be you're going to be working in a group setting for something. I don't know if it's going to be actual work or if it's going to be more like something you're planning with some people or just something, but there's going to be, and you're kind of going to be almost, you and this other person that's coming towards you, you're both going to be at an overwhelmed kind of state. But it's that, like, just because you're doing so much work and you're going to appreciate each other's help in that, but that's kind of where the your attention's going to be towards your guys' work. And yes, you guys are going to help each other with it, but you're not necessarily going to be immediately focused on, hey, I really like this person. In fact, on a certain level, it's a Queen of Swords. It's going to seem like someone that you really wouldn't normally go for. They're going to almost seem, at first to you, you're going to strike them as, I don't want to say like you think of them automatically as cold, but you're going to look at them as someone that you're working with because you have to be working with them, not like someone you would have necessarily right off the bat chosen to be working with. But what's funny is in that work that you guys are doing, you're going to realize that you are each other's, that you work well together. You're going to realize that you guys have each other's back. My second device just shut down YouTube, so I'm just trying to get that up over here so I can read comments again. Mercury loves me. And you're going to, while you're working together, you're going to realize like, hey, this is really, first it's just going to kind of be like you're both trying to help and you're both pulling this weight. And then in that is when you're going to start to see the other side of them. And I'm going to pull a little bit more to see if I can get more information on that part. Of course, I can't find me with the other device because that's asking to be too fast. I am very close to being like, there we go, I found me, yay! But let's see if I can get, aw, thank you, Ashwini. Let me see if I can get more, how will Princess know? How will Princess know? King of Cups. So they're gonna be, it's kind of like saying you're just gonna know. There's going to be like a moment where you realize that this person is way more emotional than you thought. They're gonna be, it could be that they're a water sign, but I don't follow that very well with what the cards are. Like, that doesn't always mean that to me. It just means that there's gonna be this moment where you like realize like this is it. But it's like you're gonna be, again, you're gonna be working on something. You're gonna be focused on so many other things that you're not even really gonna notice that spark right at first. You might even be feeling down a bit and in the pits and focused on like how things are sort of sucking and you're not really, but then there's just gonna be, it's an Ace of Wands type moment. There's gonna be this fiery moment that makes you realize that this is where you want to be, that this is a King of Wands, this is a passion you want to follow and go with, and you want to follow on with that. Four of Swords. So this person's going to also make you feel like it's okay for you to rest. It's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to recover. And you're going to realize a victory within it. I'm hoping that helps. I like that. That is actually really, really beautiful. It sounds complicated, but it is very beautiful. And we all should be lucky enough to find someone that makes us realize it's okay to rest and catches us off guard. It's definitely looking like it's going to kind of catch you off guard, though. And it's not going to be necessarily like that instant fire love at first sight, but there's going to be a moment that in the process of what you guys are doing, there's going to be something that just makes you realize, like, hey, it's you. I found you. You're this is you're what I've been looking for. You are what I need. You are going to help me feel my best, and I can help you feel your best. So I am sending all that energy for you, and let me know. Keep me updated, because that was really pretty. I like that. Sorry that there's going to be a lot of work that you're doing, though. Granted, I like the 10 of Wands, to be honest, because putting in all of that work while also bringing in your rewards is a very satisfying feeling. It is a very, very good feeling. Even though, yes, you're exhausted from the work, it is a good feeling. So thank you so much for being here, Princess, Certified Princess, and please do come back and fill me in. I would love to hear about it, but that looked really good. Okay. Death cards, beautiful. I love death cards. I like death and rebirth. I don't like towers anymore. I'm over it. I want Four of Swords. Don't bring me any more towers. I want Four of Swords. I want the rest. But to be honest, when you're in a situation that needs to fall down, the tower is a great card. It's just I'm the chaos it brings. Okay. You're very welcome, Certified Princess, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you all. Let's see. My name was auto-corrected to Ashley. So, it's Ashwini is next? No worries. Thank you, Sav. Most welcome. Okay, Ashwini, hon, if you are here and available, it's your turn. If not, we can do the other. And I'm going to grab a drink. Also, Certified Princess, that was such a good reading. I liked that. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much. I have no idea. I take your word for it. Right now, there's only, this one says 3. Yeah, there's not as many, but sometimes it gets so crazy. I don't even see you are adding, and I'm like, I didn't even see these ones. I'm glad that I have you to add, because I don't see people. Ashwini, hon, are you still here? I think it's morning, so she might be in the middle of her morning routine. I would love a person who makes you feel. I might have found someone who's going to let me rest. I'm still building on that. Which I might, Hassan, let's do you. Please and thank you, because I'm guessing you're still here. And then I might, if I get cut off, I apologize. I might be getting a phone call. It doesn't always. Any good news in this week? Is that what you want instead of love coming towards you? Because I know that's what you had originally asked. But let's do good news this week. How about I'm going to do what do you have coming for the rest of this week? Not sure where you are. Where I am, we're halfway through. Hassan would like to know about good news coming in this week. Hassan would like to know about good news. Sun would like to know about good news. Hermit. Huh. Like to know about good news. Ooh, Two of Cups. Okay. Five of Wands, Empress. You've been waiting on love for a really long time. I'm not guaranteeing that it's coming in this week. Again, with energies, my timelines readings are really hard to get because the energies are so out of sorts and there's so much. But you are kind of holding a fire within yourself. You're keeping to yourself and holding a fire. You're waiting on love. You'd really like it to come in. But it's not... It doesn't feel like a desperate wait. It feels like you're waiting for the right one. You're not going to settle for the wrong one at this point. You're waiting for the right one. It's a patient wait. It's a good wait energy. I think I could see that you were waiting for someone, but this doesn't feel like you're waiting for a specific someone at the moment. This feels like you've kind of set that aside and you're just waiting now. It's like you've come to a peace. It's like you've come to a peace. Maybe I'm reading wrong. I could be. Maybe you're sitting specific. But this doesn't... Let me see what else I get here. Lovers, a choice. Or that's what it's telling you you need to do, is come to a peace. 2, 3, 4. Why 6? Why 6? Two of Wands, Hierophant, Sun, Page of Swords, Seven of Cups, Wheel. If you haven't already come to peace, you are getting close to coming to peace. But it's a choice that you'll have to make. I don't think that you're being told to wait for the fire sign specifically. It's more that you are there's a, okay, your next set out, you have Two of Wands, which is, see how she's looking out the window? Oftentimes they're looking at the world or they're looking at a globe. In this case, she's looking at the window. She has all of this, but she's ready to go forward and she's waiting. She hasn't taken the action. There isn't any action yet coming, but they know they need to take action and go forward. And you're kind of waiting on that. And in that is Hierophant. You need to get in touch with your higher self. The Hierophant is, a lot of times people talk about it being going and asking for help. And it can actually be about seeking help from somebody else, seeking advice. And by someone else, I just mean like talking to a good friend, someone who might have had a similar experience as you that can give you some advice in this. But it also can be about talking to your higher self, getting into touch with your higher self and knowing your own higher wisdom and needing to be honest with your higher self. It also is about not doing the same thing the same way when it isn't working. It's about recognizing this isn't working for me, so I have to do it better. There has to be a better way, and learning a better way to do that. You have Sun, which is one of the happiest cards ever. So you've got some happiness coming in for sure. It is definitely exciting and happy. And you've got some good things coming for you. You've just got to kind of let yourself take the actions in the direction that you know. You've got Page of Swords, which is, again, that's about being a little direct and honest. Hold on one second. My daughter is coming to ask me a quick question. I'm going to, no, please don't. Hold, I'm going to mute so she can talk. Okay. Sorry about that. Children are fun. Actually, they really are. And we have a cat that might be having kittens, and one is worried that she's trying to find a spot to do it, and the other's like, I don't know what to do with this at the moment. So we've got that going on. Um, we were explaining Page of Swords. Sorry, Hassan. Page of Swords. It's kind of a being frank and honest and very thought and it is a reminder to remember that you've got to bring emotions into the situation, but it's also an acknowledgement that you need to think clearly also. You have to have a balance between the two. The Page of Swords themselves generally represents a person that doesn't take the emotions into account as much, as they should. They come across as cold and sharp because they're very intellectual, and at times they forget to bring the emotions in. And so it tends to be a reminder of bringing emotions into the situation. Seven of Cups, it's being spoiled for choice, actually. It's having so many choices that you're almost overwhelmed by them. There's so many options. So I don't know if that's what was causing some problems or if that's what you're about to have, is a lot of options and you need to pick the right one. And then we have the Wheel, which talks about how it's kind of the karma cycle almost, but it's not just karma, because it's just how everything is in a wheel. You have ups and you have downs, and it's always going to be that. And it's asking you to remember to stay balanced and to enjoy the ups, enjoy the good in life, but also acknowledge that you're enjoying it and it will pass, and that's okay. And when you're in the downs, don't neglect them. Don't be like, oh, it's not bad. Yes, it's okay to feel bad, but do so knowing that the bad will also pass and the good will come back around. If you notice, she's balanced up here, and on one side is kind of dark, which they always represent dark for the shadow side and that. But the other side is positive, is light, and she's holding it in balance, and she's staying balanced. In this case, she's staying balanced on the top, but what it is just making sure you remember to stay balanced. Feel all the cycles, but don't let them consume you. That's what I'm getting for you. It doesn't immediately say good news, but I do think you have a love offer coming in. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's the fire sign that you were holding out for, but it's going to be a choice. This is the love offer. The Lovers is also a choice card. It's going to be something that asks you to pick a choice, and I think you'll know what to do. I think you'll know what you want to do and go forward. And it's always your choice what you do. And I'm not going to tell you what to do by any means. That's not my job. It's not the card's job. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I think it could be someone else coming in, but there's going to be an offer coming in. And I think when it does, you'll find yourself happy and ready to do whatever it is you want to do. But something's coming in that's going to make you happy. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Well, I don't think they are either. I haven't seen any. I'm not positive if Hassan. I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry if it wasn't exactly. But I don't think it's the fire sign. I could be wrong. But I think you're actually going to be ready for whoever it is that comes in, and you're going to be pretty happy. Yes, thank you all so much for being here. And thank you so, so much, Dark Fairy. I am so appreciative of what you do. It is so awesome. I don't know how you do it. You keep way better track of the comment section than I could. Thank you so, so much. And in doing that, you allow me to focus on the cards and the messages, and I really, really appreciate it. I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Now, I look forward to when I can help you with your channel, if that's something you still want to do, because that would be awesome. And hopefully this weekend I will be able to I'm my game plan is Saturday or Sunday to get an energy week ahead video and email the link to you for a personal one to see how it works. My intention is for this weekend. I think hopefully the energies will be better. It'll be good. Yeah, right? It is. The recordings, for me, it was just I had to start doing it. And then I've been doing the lives way more than I've been doing actual recordings. I think when I get out of this, I'm going to try to do a couple shorts. I'm going to do my Oracle Draw shorts because I need to get back into doing those for the channel a bit more regularly. I really like doing the lives because I like being able to get a bit more of the readings than just the general videos, but I should probably do some of those too. Yeah. Energy surrounding makes it hard. It's hard when you're in a situation that makes you feel uneasy. So, let's see. I am going to do a Whispers of Healing Oracle really fast. Well, you've noticed that I get thousands of interruptions. The only times I don't is when I do it during the days while the kids are at school. But if they're home, and I let my interruptions. I'm human and I'm a mom, and so my kids interrupt. They interrupt, and it causes problems for people. Then I do feel bad, but they can find a reader that doesn't have the interruptions if that makes them feel better. And I can understand. Maybe they'll feel like they've got a better connection. For me, I feel like I can get my messages just fine while interacting with my kids. My kids are just as much a part of me, and they haven't done that. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that would drive me nuts too. Been there. Not having great roommates is not fun. Alright, angels, guardians, guides, please pass. What whispers of healing message do you have for those of us in here before I close out? Oh, this is such a good one. Number 27, listen to your body. That is a very, very good one. I have a playlist that has videos for each one of the cards with the guidebook's full description for each card. If you want the further information, I'm not going to read it right now because someone would scroll on it and feel bad. But actually, you know what? I might. I don't think this one is a really, really long one. I am going to read this and then go. I'm hoping I get a phone call. I might be a little sad if I don't, but oh well. All right. Number 27, listen to your body. Your body is continually communicating with you. It lets you know when you are hungry or tired. Your body uses its cells to pass information to you. Are you listening? Focus your attention on your body for several minutes now. Take notice of what is going on with it. Are your shoulders relaxed or tight? Does your stomach feel at ease? What else are you feeling? Take care of whatever you are sensing in your body, just as you would take care of a beloved friend. If you need to breathe deeply or eat something, take a momentary break or anything else. Please do so now. You may have developed a habit of allowing everything else to take precedence over your needs. Doing so disconnects you from your body. A dragon sits on the back of a blue-haired maiden, as if whispering in her ear. The dragon signifies success in your endeavors. It brings messages of luck, abundance, self-confidence, and perseverance. The way the lighting is, I can't get a good image of this one. I am sorry. It asks you to remain patient, to step back, and to observe what your body is conveying to you. A star shoots across the sky, reminding you that magic is merely a wish away. Be more loving to yourself by listening to what your body is telling you. This is essential. The charm dangling from the maiden's hand activates innate knowledge. The blue hues remind you to be gentle, calm, and peaceful as you strengthen your connection with your body. Which apparently induce sleep, which I've needed to help me healing after surgery. Been constantly itchy to stress. Yep. Well, it's time to start listening to you a little bit. Take some deep breaths. Soup can definitely help with sleep. The tomato can help with sleep. If you have ever heard of golden milk or turmeric milk, which is just like some warmed up milk with a little bit of turmeric, I like to also add a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. And then I like vanilla extract too. But you just like warm it up a little bit. Don't boil because then you scorch the milk. But if you do that, it really can help with sleep too. It's one of my go-to sleep remedies. I haven't been doing it. I need to. It's something that I usually try to do regularly. And then I like, and this is all as one of my friends would say, superstitious side of me. I like to, if you are stirring clockwise, thinking of bringing in like sweet rest and dreams and stuff. But sometimes when I realize I'm having a really hard time sleeping, I'll stir counterclockwise, trying to focus on getting rid of anxiety or nightmares. Now, that is all your own choice on if you believe those types of things work. Because if you believe they work, they're more apt to work for you. If you don't, then they're not. And both are completely acceptable. And I realize that that's saying a lot about who I am. But I have found for me it helps. And I actually like to do more of the expelling the anxiety, like trying to get rid of the anxiety, banish or get rid of anxiety and stress from myself, or the way I handle my ill handling of the stress is what I try to focus on getting rid of. That tends to help me sleep more than just trying to bring in sleep. But that's just for me. To each their own on what works better for them. Thank you all, as I went from like 8 people in here down to just 2. Sorry, I love when that happens sometimes, especially when I'm discussing things that it's like, oh yeah, I see who and why I got rid of them. I wish you lots of recovery energy though. And thank you so much for all that you do. You are very greatly appreciated here. Thank you. Thank you. I very, very much do. And my lives would not be as productive at all without you. So thank you so much. I am going to go ahead and get off and check in with my kids. It was so hot here today that I think I forgot that we might need to eat. So I'm going to see if they're hungry and make a quick dinner. And they still got school the rest of this week, so we're going to do that. I will be back tomorrow, though. Probably earlier, like my normal time, but thank you. Right? It's getting there. Mine are a little bit older, and it's with how hot it is and the sun goes down later, we're up later. It's just the way it is. We tend to kind of go with the cycles. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, I get to see you tomorrow. Also, as I've said before, I love and appreciate you greatly, but please do not feel like you have to come in. If you're busy or not feeling up to it, I fully understand. So I would never get upset. I might, when you come back, go, I missed you so much, because I will have. But I never, it's definitely not, don't feel obligated. 18, 16. I have a 19-year-old, and he's not at home anymore. My 19-year-old is not at home anymore. He moved out. And then I have a 13-year-old and an almost 11-year-old. Hi, Malapil. So, yep, you know the whole age groups thing. But these two, and I have the cycles with the thing, and I have this, when they're younger, we have bedtime, but as they get older, I let them learn, like, they have to go to school, they have to do what they have to do, so they have to learn the importance of sleep, and the best way to do that is let them learn it. If they don't get enough sleep, their next day is crummy, and we'll talk about, well, you should have tried sleeping, and so they learn to regulate that one on their own. All right. I'm good, Malapil. I'm getting ready to get off to check in with the kids. They've been, actually, my daughter's just got a book from the library that she's deeply in, so I'm going to double check if she's hungry, and my son's playing basketball. We're going to do a quick dinner and then work on getting them to bed. But how are you, hon? I haven't seen you in a while. You're just getting up, huh? Your day's just starting. Well, great. Thank you, Dark Fairy, and I am so appreciative. Greatly, greatly. You definitely help it go through. He's in college now. You don't have to be asleep. Just lay down, be quiet, and be still. Yeah. See, that's the sleep issues runs on both sides of them and through my family. And I don't even have a they have to. But again, mine are older now. They don't have to go to bed. I do need, like, you got to be quiet because I'm going to sleep. But I don't have I let them kind of do their own. And truthfully, they generally do fall asleep. When they have school the next day, they go to sleep a lot earlier than days that they don't have school. I have, there is, if I can tell that they're tired and they're fighting it, I will recommend, like, hey, you need to just go lay down. Just go be still for a little bit, and usually they'll go to sleep. But I've gotten to where, for the most part, they're good judges on that one on their own. Luckily, it was a battle in younger years. Hi, you guys. I was just getting ready to get off. But I will, I gotta feed these kids, but I can do a quick energy for both of you. How is that? Do you want me to do Ashwini? I know you had asked and then you kind of left and now you're back really fast. Do you want me to do, I just gotta be fast because I gotta get the kids getting laid down. We watch a movie starting about 8:30ish time. That makes perfect sense. I love that. Night, Dark Fairy. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to pull a couple cards for Malapil and a couple cards for Ashwini. Then I'm getting off. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will pull Ashwini and, not Ashwini, Malapil and Gemini, and then I'll do Ashwini. Then I'm done. Everything else is closed. Thank you guys all so much for coming, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do, Dark Fairy. I love it. Thank you so much. Jules, Guardians, Guides. Can I please get Malapil and Gemini? Current messages for Malapil and Gemini. Current messages for Malapil and Gemini. I got 3 of Cups, which is about enjoying and celebration and some good times coming in. I don't know if that's without him specifically, or if there is maybe something that you guys are going to get to do together, it won't just be you and him, but it'll be like a group setting that is kind of celebratory and fun. And then I got Page of Wands, which is the flirtatious, fun, romantic, not just romantic-y, but the fun, passion, flirtatious kind of thing. And then Three of Wands, which is like going forward. So maybe you guys are starting to go forward a little bit. Maybe you guys are going to be able to move forward a little bit with all of these. Is it time to pray? But that's looking good from what I can see. What? That looks pretty good from what I'm getting. It looks like it. It looks like it. It looks like something. It's slow moving though. It's a 3 going forward, not an 8. Just keep on kind of going, but it looks, there's some positive energies here. I hope so too. With the way all the energies are, the astronomy, I think, is a lot of it. Like, we've got Mercury retrograde and stuff. My timing is not accurate right now when I try to pull readings. In fact, I feel like the messages that I get is like, ha ha, you think you know what time means? Oh. You're very, very welcome. Ashwini, what? I'm sure it's you want messages for you and Ahmed, right? Is she just coughing or is she sneezing? Okay. I have a kitten. I have a cat that might be getting ready to have some kittens. So we're on keep eyes on them alert. So if I'm extra distracted, visible, please say hi. My network. That's the Ashwini. I am kind of seeing some of you. You had prayer time, Mali. And then right now we got Malapale. If messages are visible, please say hi. So it looks like you're sort of visible. Do you want me to pull cards for you, Ashwini, on you and Ahmed? Or are you busy? And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do another live tomorrow around the time that it's my morning, but I know it's late for you guys. It's your late. It's late for you guys, but I'll be more around my more normal time, if that's better for you, because I know you guys have a pretty good routine that you do in your mornings. Sorry, I was laughing. My son was making shadow monsters for me. I know, you want your phone. You're going to get your phone really soon, hon. I will be giving it back to you. Okay, I will definitely do cards for her and Amit. That's what I thought she was going to want. Let's see what I can get on that. And it will upload as public. So if you aren't able to see it right this second, you'll be able to get into it. I'm going to put today's date, which it's the date for me. So it is the 10th. It'll be April 10th. So it'll be 4/10/24. All right. Can I please get messages for Ashwini and Amit? Let's get messages. That's a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's only 5. Not as much as I thought. Ah, yes. Okay. Ashwini, if you can hear me, hon, it's very similar, but it's still really, really positive. It is saying you're going to have to be a little bit patient. There's more patience, but it's definitely Empress being in position of knowing, and he's viewing you as what he wants. And we had Six of Cups, which is putting work in, and it's the roots underneath where the emotions that build something strong, and he's realizing that that's where it is. Strength, which I think in this case is him knowing that he has to handle this whole situation with finesse and compassion and going forward. The Hierophant is beautiful in this because he realizes that what he's been doing isn't working, and he's going to have to break from traditions to make it go forward for him. Hi, Ashwini, I'm seeing your things. He's going to have to break from traditions going forward to make it happen. And Son of Pentacles, which is Knight of Pentacles, which is being willing to put in the work to do that. So really, this is all really good. And there's just a need to kind of be patient. Eight of Swords, needing to be patient and let things kind of come into play. Ace of Wands, fire and passion and coming forward and wanting that. It's really, really good. It's still just work behind the scenes that it looks like he's actually doing it. And he, not just he knows, but he's actually putting in the effort to take care of those things. So I am very hopeful that he is. This is looking all pretty positives. Let's see. What was his most recent action towards Ashwini? What was, as in past, the most recent step he has taken towards her? Didn't flip. Okay. Most recent step he has taken towards her. I love when you try to tell me that everything is Page of Cups. So, okay. Like the 5th time that it has done that to me. Is it going to let me flip? Yes, I'm still here, but I am just doing this. Thank you. I love my crickets too. Ashwini, it's not going to let me know what he's doing behind the scenes. It just keeps telling me he's doing things behind the scenes. I think some of it is just because of what's going on. Don't worry, Ashwini, it's not. I think so. Hey, it's not just your network, Ashwini. Mine has kicked me off so many times during this live. It's not even funny. But yes, I am still here. I am going to go, though, because I've got to go finish up the night things with my kiddos. Heather, I am going to be on again tomorrow, though, so I can get you a reading then, if you want. Or I believe I have your email, so I could work on one and send you a personal video, another personal video again, if you wanted to email a question. It won't be tonight that I get the video done, but I can work on it. Thank you guys all very, very much for being here. I see you, hon. I'm getting off, and I will be right with you. Love you. All right, I'm going to go. The kids are letting me know that I've done this live too long during their time with me. I'm going to. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you.
No, I haven't used it at all. She's been like the entire time.